Well, it's a very warm welcome back to the Players' Championship here in Barnsley. It's the second Players' Championship of the 2020 calendar. And it's the final between Nathan Aspinall and Gerwyn Price, the two players just throwing for ball. Gerwyn Price getting inside the 25, so he will be throwing first in this final best of 15 legs, first to 8. And Gerwyn Price beating Mickey Mansell 6-0 in the quarter-final before beating Dirk van Duwenbode 7-4 in the semi-final. Whereas Nathan Aspinall beat current world champion Peter Wright 6-4 in the quarter-final before whitewashing Gabriel Clemens 7-0 in the semi-final. And a steady ton there from Nathan Aspinall to get himself underway in this first leg. Of course, this is a slightly longer format to the earlier rounds. But these PDC floor events, of course, are much shorter than the events we're used to seeing on television. So really, there is not a lot of time for these players to get into a rhythm. Something just upsetting Nathan Aspinall there as he was getting ready to throw. Good steady 140 though from the Asp. Already looking to try and win back the throw, of course, because Gerwyn Price did throw first in this leg. That's good. Second and third dart there from the Welshman. Just staying close to Aspinall. He's got these 3 darts to try and get a bit more of a lead, and he's down to 81 after 9 darts. Gerwyn Price needs at least one big treble here just to stay close to Aspinall. He's not going to get it, so he's not down to a finisher in this first leg. And an excellent opportunity here for Nathan Aspinall to try and break throw in the very first leg of the match. Just missing the treble 10. Needs another single 15 to leave himself 2 16s, and he will go as Gerwyn Price a long way back on 180. Ideally, he would have got 2 trebles after that first single. Give himself a double top finish, but he's still a way behind. And a good opportunity now for Nathan Aspinall. Just needs to come across. That looks like it was inside the single. Double 8 now for Nathan Aspinall, and he gets it. So excellent start here for the Stockport-based player, giving himself an early lead, breaking throw as well in the first leg. Needs to follow it up now with a good start in the second leg. This is excellent from Nathan Aspinall. We're going to see our first 180 of the match just over the wire. 140 though, still a very good start to the leg. Gerwyn Price responding here with a ton 40 of his own. He'll be keen to break back throw as quickly as possible, having lost that first leg. As I mentioned, it's a slightly longer format than the previous rounds, first to 8 in this best of 15 legs final. Gerwyn not been able to find the treble on this visit, and just a single 3 with the last dart as well. All of a sudden, Nathan Aspinall has a real lead in this second leg now. Could do with the treble though. Went for the 25 just to get rid of the odd number. Didn't quite find it though. Still leaves himself 131 and Gerwyn back on 318 plus these. So Nathan Aspinall now with the 6 darts to come down from 131. Could do with the big treble here. Can't find it on this occasion. Still down to 72. Gerwyn really could do with a 140 here just to put some pressure on the Aspinall throw. Gets a treble with the last dart. And Nathan Aspinall now 72. Going for treble 16. Now single 16 for double top. And that's an excellent dart from Nathan Aspinall. Gets a 2-0 lead in this final now. Gerwyn Price not hanging around at all. Straight up to the oche. Wants to get into a bit of a rhythm here, Price, having lost the first 2 legs. Really does need to hold his throw here. If he was to have his throw broken here again, it does put Aspinall in a strong position. Good ton 40 there. Gerwyn Price now starts off with a treble 1. Needs at least 1 treble 19 here. Doesn't find it. So he's just dropping off a little bit here now, the Iceman. Looked like it was a fairly even start to the match, but it just seems as though Aspinall's got himself a bit more of a rhythm here early on. The commentator's curse with those last 3 darts. Nice treble there from Gerwyn. Interesting how he sort of went back to the treble 20, having gone down for 19s. Obviously thought he could still get a window in. Aspinall now sticking to the 19s. Just unlucky with the 3rd dart. But still with a slight lead here after 9 darts. Gerwyn again not able to find a treble with the first 2. Just getting a little bit frustrated with himself there now. So only 60, only down to 200 after 12. And Aspinall now again with a great opportunity to break through. Doesn't find the treble with that visit though. That will be a bit disappointing for Nathan Aspinall. And now Gerwyn Price, can he get down to at least a 2-dart finish here? That's an excellent third dart into the 19s. Gives himself a real good chance of taking out his first leg of the match. Aspinall's not given up on this leg yet though. Gets a treble 19 before the single 18. Gerwyn Price now. 12 for double top. I think he's just sunk that in the corner. Yes, he has. Gerwyn Price has his first leg of the match. Important for him to hold throw there. Aspinall's kicking off here with a treble 20. Excellent ton 40 to start his throw there, Nathan Aspinall. Gerwyn Price now trying to follow up. Just a 60 from him, though. Still hasn't quite got into that groove yet. Aspinall now down for the 19s. Only 59 on that visit. All of a sudden, he's starting to get a little bit frustrated with himself now, Nathan Aspinall. That's just into the single there from Gerwyn Price. I'm sure both players would say they can play a little bit better than this. Certainly Gerwyn Price is nowhere near his best at the moment, but Aspinall just with a few loose darts as well. Down for the 19s now. That's an excellent treble 19 from Gerwyn Price. Just behind Aspinall now after 9 darts. That's an excellent third dart though from Nathan Aspinall. Just when it looked like he'd lost the range. Gets a ton 40. Can Gerwyn follow up with a big score himself. Went for the 25. I think he just got it into the single 2 though. So 66 going now for Nathan Aspinall. He went for the bullseye. Now going 9 for double 16, and it's just inside. But Price back on 131. Needs to start the combination with a treble, and he does. He's got the treble 17. Went for 2 double tops there. Just having to settle for a tops with his next throw. If he gets another throw, he won't do, because Aspinall straight into the double 8s are going 3-1 up now in this Players' Championship final. And Gerwyn Price, again, maybe rushing his start to the leg there a little bit. Doesn't find a big treble. Aspinall now doesn't find a big treble either at the start of the leg. Both players were a bit frustrated with their start there. It's a bit better though from Gerwyn Price. Lovely 180 there, right into the corner of that treble. His first 180 of the match. Aspinall now, can he follow up with a 180 of his own? Just a 140. Staying close to Gerwyn Price though. Aspinall now again, can he jump on that low score from Gerwyn Price? Not a bad start with the first treble. Down for the 17s now. So 204 after 9 for both players. Gerwyn Price should be down to a double first. 120 scored here. Just checks his score. Went for the bullseye. All the 25 again. Just into the single 7 there. Bit of a frustrated slow walk there from the world number 3. It's Aspinall now trying to get down to a 2-dart finish himself. Needed that last treble. Gets down to 104. But Gerwyn Price going for 77 here. 2 10s now after that treble 19. And that's much better from the Iceman. He has his second leg on the board. Bit of a reaction as well. It's Aspinall straight into the next leg. Still leading 3-2. Only a 60 though. Aspinall perhaps maybe just needs to slow down a little bit now and just take a few seconds longer with his first throw, because he's not been kicking off the leg as well as he did at the start of the match. Again, yet to find a treble in this leg now after 6 darts. So a bit of a problem now for Nathan Aspinall, but as yet to Gerwyn Price hasn't really been able to punish him. This is a bit more like it though. That's an excellent 177 from Gerwyn Price. Aspinall now can't follow it up with a big score himself. Needs a treble with that last start. Went for the 18s. Couldn't quite get onto that. Now it's Price on 2-8. Goes down for the 19s. 96 scored. He still puts himself in a strong position in this leg. Aspinall a long way back. Could have really done with a 180 to make this leg competitive. Still not on a finish after those 3 darts. Now Gerwyn Price not forced to go for the bullseye as he's such a long way ahead. Went for the treble, didn't get a treble 20 in it or a treble 18, but he's still down to 76 with Aspinall back on a 189. Price will still regard himself as a favourite in this leg. So 76 going now for Gerwyn Price. Treble 20 with the first dart. 2 darts at double 8 now. May need both of them. Oh, it's just a little bit low there. So Aspinall, who seemed a long way behind in this leg, all of a sudden now in a decent position here to try and win back the throw. And he does it in 2 darts. Excellent there from Nathan Aspinall. So now Gerwyn Price. Looked like he was going to break Aspinall's throw in the previous leg. Couldn't do it. Now he's throwing first and only kicks off with a 60. So now Nathan Aspinall in a strong position here to try and take this leg from Gerwyn Price. 140 there from the Asp. This is better from Gerwyn Price though. He's reacting a bit there as well. Enjoyed that 180, of course. Very different atmosphere in these Players' Championship floor events, of course. No crowd. Even our match referee doesn't quite exclaim the scores with the same sort of excitement. Very different atmosphere, of course, which I would imagine suits quite a lot of the players, actually having that calmness, being able to concentrate. But it also does mean that there's just less distraction. If you're not having a good game, then sometimes you just need that crowd just to help you get away from all the stresses on the board. As Aspinall now comes down for the 19s, puts himself in a strong position, but Gerwyn Price now with a chance for a 1-6-1 finish with this bullseye just in the 25. Great effort there from Gerwyn Price. And him and Aspinall, good friends, of course. Both of them enjoying that, but Nathan Aspinall now has got a really good opportunity to go 5-2 up. His serious face on again now because an opportunity here to get a commanding lead in this final, and Nathan Aspinall now goes 5-2 up in this final. Gerwyn Price, a little Ryan nod of the head there from the Welshman. He knows that he was so close to taking out that leg. It could have been 4-3 we were talking about now, instead of which it's 5-2. 1-3-1 to kick off that leg from Aspinall as well. Followed up by a 140 from Price. But all of a sudden, Aspinall really has got himself a decent lead in this final now. It is first to 8, of course. 2 treble 19s there. Excellent from Nathan Aspinall. Price following up with a 140 of his own. So still a very even leg. And Gerwyn Price really does need to win this leg if he's going to get close to Nathan Aspinall. Short format in these Players' Championship events. Both of these players, of course, used to playing on the main stage in PDC events. Live on TV, of course, where there's a very different atmosphere, a much longer format as well. Really have to be on your form right from the off in this format, as the Aspinall going down for 19s. Just double checking the score there with our match referee. Let's get to single 14, leaving himself 60. Gerwyn Price needed the treble 20 there. Needed the treble 15 as well. And wanted to get 18s, just gets the treble 4. So it wasn't a very successful visit for Price. But Aspinall now can go 6-2 up. And he does go 6-2 up. Nathan Aspinall in control of this final now. Again, Gerwyn Price not hanging around, straight up to the oche. Wants to try and make up the deficit as quickly as possible. That's a very good start to the leg. Aspinall now following up with a 140. Needs another big score here. Price can't really afford to let Aspinall back into this leg. Doesn't look like he got a treble with that visit. So now Aspinall can really get a bit of a lead in this leg now if he can follow it up with a 140 himself. Just a ton. Price just about finding the treble 20 there. Goes down for the 19s. Decent score there from Gerwyn Price. And now Aspinall looking to try and get as close to Price, or in fact he puts himself in a great position in this leg now. That 180 gives him 81 now after 9 darts, and Gerwyn Price gets the bullseye with that last dart. He needed to as well. Leaves himself 95, but it's Nathan Aspinall now going for 19s. Gets the treble 12 now for double 13. And Nathan Aspinall just one leg away from winning this final now. Percentage shot, of course. If he'd have missed the treble 12, it would have been single 12 for bullseye. But he got the treble and then went across for a double 13. Excellent there from Nathan Aspinall. Gerwyn Price now a long way back. Just one leg needed here for Nathan Aspinall. It's an excellent wow, another 180 there from Nathan Aspinall. He really is getting very close to closing out this final now, as Gerwyn Price following up with a ton of his own. Yes, he's getting into a really good rhythm now, is Nathan Aspinall. Another 140. He's down to 84 now after 9 darts. Gerwyn Price, can he follow up with a 180? Yes, he can. Excellent from Gerwyn Price. He's down to 81 after 9 darts. So he's still very much in this leg. Aspinall now going for the 14. Ooh, he should have just gone for the single 14 there. A little bit greedy there from Nathan Aspinall. Wanted the treble for double 11. As it is, he hits the single 13 with his last dart to leave tops. But he may not get a go at it because Gerwyn Price here back on 81. He hits the treble 12 now for double 13. And he gets exactly the same finish as his friend and opponent Nathan Aspinall a couple of legs earlier. Enjoys that one, does Gerwyn Price. I think he realises that he's in a very difficult position in this match anyway. But it's a relaxed atmosphere between these two players. And although Price threw first in this leg, it's not a very good start. If Aspinall can get at least one treble here, he puts himself in a strong position. He can't follow it up with a treble himself, though. And now Price up to the yockey. Excellent. So, well, I was about to say good ton 40 there, but it just slid into the 5s. So now opportunity here for Aspinall. Can he regain control of this leg? Well, no is the answer. No treble on that visit either. Price now getting a bit of a lead now in this leg. 11th leg of the match. Aspinall down for the 19s. That's much better from Nathan Aspinall. Starting to fall away a little bit in this leg. Catching up with Gerwyn Price now, who himself is having trouble finding the trebles. Gets onto the 19s, though. He's down to a 3-dart finish. Aspinall with a wayward dart there to start his throw. Into the treble with the second dart. Just working out the maths, but I think he's going to go down for the bullseye. To leave himself 160 now. Gerwyn Price having a go here at 150. Misses the treble with the first dart. Gets the treble 19. And stays there on the 19s. Leaves himself 54. But can Nathan Aspinall take out 160 here for the match? Well, he's not going to do it on this go. Across to the 18s with that first dart, so just restricting his view slightly. Gerwyn Price now going across 14 for double top. Oh, he's a bit low on that one. Going for double 10 just inside the wire. And all of a sudden, even though Gerwyn Price seemed to have a strong lead at one point in this leg, it's Nathan Aspinall now. Goes for the 12, surprisingly. Then down for a 16 for double top. And Nathan Aspinall gets the double top with his first dart. It's been a decent performance from Nathan Aspinall. There's a couple of really strong legs from him there. Overall, Gerwyn Price will be a little bit disappointed with his performance this evening, but they're the good friends up